Hi everyone, I'd like to talk to you about wellness today. I've been an RMT for 18 years, and for me, I have encountered so many different muscular issues, tension with the neck, shoulder, hamstrings, glutes actually. Most of you, I'm sure, are aware what glutes are, but in case you're not, glutes is the bum muscles, and we have not just one. There's different layers of the muscle there as well. So I'm going to talk to you a bit about the neck today, and I just want you all also to be aware that I'd really appreciate you, first of all, letting me know where you're from. So please comment where you're from. I'd love to know where you're joining me from. And also, I want you to be aware that I'm going to be having, my hope is, guests on Wednesday. It's going to be called Wellness Wednesday. And being in the healthcare profession for so long, I've met many different individuals and been able to do even referrals to different individuals over the years. And I've learned about many different modalities, and modalities being the different types of care that's available out there from different practitioners that are licensed, that have the education to be able to properly treat their clients. And that's so hugely important, right, as well, that the credentials are there, the education is there, for the safety of that practitioner and especially for the safety of the client. I know when I came into becoming a massage therapist, for me, it was really about just putting my, hi Reno, just talked about me being an RMT. You go get a massage. Actually, anyone also that gets a massage, if you could please comment that you have experienced massage or what modality of treatment you have experienced for, let's say today, as I say, we're talking about the neck muscles. So I just wanted to say that we really want to be protecting ourselves by going to a licensed practitioner, someone who has the education, the experience, and someone that is going to take the time to really, really listen to what specifically you have going on with your musculature. Because, hi Sarah, how are you? Because what happens is if we're not getting the proper practitioner taking care of our muscles, we can then be having injury. We're not going to be receiving the proper care needed, and therefore it's going to lengthen the healing process. It's going to cause us to have to go many, many times back to see a massage therapist or physiotherapist or whoever it might be, an osteopath. But what I've often found in my experience in the profession is that if you give about 3 treatments, you should generally have an idea if massage therapy is starting to work for your muscles. Because, you don't want to be going back and forth to massage therapists. It's really not giving you the care you need. Hi, Christina. So in talking about massage therapy, please make sure you do have if you do have a massage therapist, by the way, please mention who that massage therapist is. I'd love to know. I go to a great gal in St. Catharines who has been a massage therapist longer than I was. Like for me, it's been 18 years, and for her, it's been much longer because I've been since retired, and she's still doing massage therapy. So it's been a long time for her. What I want to say though about massage, make sure they listen well, make sure that also they're asking you about pressure. You don't want to have a massage therapist who's in there digging right away. The tissues need to be well warmed up, and a lot of flushing of fluids, which, like, let's say if they're working on your leg, it needs to go from foot to hip, not hip to foot. The lymphatic system works, and the way the vessels work is they're open to receiving the fluid in a certain direction, okay? Otherwise, those valves close and shut. And if someone kept pushing from the hip down to the foot, you can get edema, you can get fluid buildup, and we don't want to have that because our lymphatic system is mainly situated mostly within the inguinal area, which is right where the leg meets the your your privates. I can't think of the word right now. It's late. You have your axilla, so you have your lymphatics, a lot of lymphatics in the armpit. So even with the massage in your arm, it needs to be from fingertip to shoulder, not shoulder to fingertip, okay? And I think once they've warmed up your muscles for a time, let's say they're working on your leg, they've done some warming up with a more gentle, what we would call effleurage, which is basically just a glide up the leg, then they can start to go deeper. I used to use my elbow a lot and really get in there and stretch the muscle fibers, but I did that after a great deal of warm up. So I just want to give you a little tip for your necks, because I know many of us are on our iPods or iPads or our Android phones or laptops like this here. And one thing that they always taught us is to educate our clients not only on stretches, but also on how to get that neck muscle and front area here to be more relaxed. Because what tends to happen is, first of all, we have nerve bundles that run through the neck, and it actually has 5 different nerves, okay, that run in a bundle. So if you can imagine 5 wires, they're bundled all together, and then you put like black electric tape around it, that would be like a bundle of nerve, okay? And it'll either go, usually it goes underneath the collarbone here, your clavicle, and then that's going to travel down into here. Okay, sorry, my hair's in the way. Down into here, down your arm, okay? So when these muscles become very tight and very tense and very compressed, it's going to cause some pressure on the nerves. And you can start to have tingling or numbness in your hands or some motor deficiencies that can happen. And just a general tension you can have in here, which can even cause, as you have the big scalene muscles here, your sternocleidomastoid muscle, these front muscles can be respiratory muscles where they're lifting the lungs up and down through our exhalation and inhalation. So what we want to do is keep this area loose. So what I would suggest to you is, first of all, if you're at a laptop such as myself and you have your head in a downward motion a lot, what you want to do is look up. We call it scanning the horizon. If you can do that every 5-10 minutes, half hour at least, put your head up, okay? Shoulders down. What you want to do is scan the horizon. You want to have your chin tipped up, and you want to look all the way over to the left. Hopefully you have enough mobility you can bring your head over. You want to hold that for a bit, maybe about 5-10 seconds. Come back to a neutral position, and then you want to turn your head this way. Hold it for about 5 seconds, and then come back. Now, another great one you can do is holding your shoulder down, or don't even worry about it. Just be aware, cognitive, that your shoulder is in a neutral position. Take your hand on your head, and you're going to bring your head to the side. Okay, and that's going to stretch out the side muscles in your neck. But you see, I was talking about the front of the neck. Well, how would you stretch that? Well, when you're doing a shoulder to head to shoulder position, then what I'd like you to do, take your hand in front a bit and pull it, even though it's going to the side, then you bring it a bit back on a 45. And you're going to feel the stretch happening in through here. Okay, and bring it back. Another one you can do is as you have your ear to your shoulder like this, take your hand on your head, and then bring it forward on a 45-degree angle. And what it's going to do is it's going to massage that trapezius muscle, the shoulder muscle in there. And then you're going to want to repeat the same on the other side, okay? And that's going to loosen the front of your neck, the side of the neck's where we started, right? And then it's going to do the front and the back. And that's always a 45-degree angle in a forward or a 45-degree angle back. Now, I don't like to say to do too many stretches in this position, bring your head back, because too much extension, this is flexion, but too much extension is not good for the neck. So what you could do instead is do some very gentle head rolls, and that would just be, very slowly and gently, no too hyper extend back, okay, but just slow ones. Maybe you can do about 3 of those. And then you're going to go in the opposite direction. Just loosen up that neck. And one thing I'd lastly say is let's stretch it from a respiratory way, and that's simply taking a deep breath in. You're going to hold it for a count of 5. You're going to slowly let that go. You can do that about 3 times if you'd like. And what I like to say is let your ribs be like the barrel, like a wine barrel. So with the wine barrel, you know how you have the shape of a wine barrel, and you have that metal strapping around it. I consider that to be like your costal, like your ribs. And what you want to do is expand and open up that wine barrel, which is your rib cage, holding it, letting all those muscles in between your ribs, just like when you have barbecued ribs, that's rib muscle, okay? We call it meat, but it's rib muscle. And it's going to open and stretch, and you're going to bring it back. So I would just say that would be really helpful as well. And it's also going to not only open up your lungs, but it's going to help stretch those muscles. We have our scalene muscles here. They're like fish scales. That's why they call it scalenes. It's a Latin word, part of it meaning scales. And you really want to loosen those frontal muscles. It's just going to give you a better concentration, better energy, and also you're going to decrease that tension in the forward area of your thoracics that you really want to open up more. We tend to close our thoracics a lot because of our lifestyle. We are very much shallow breathers, and we always have our head habitually in a forward stance, right? And that's not a forward position. So it's really important we take care of those frontal muscles, those side muscles of our neck, for many, many reasons. So I hope that will help you some if you didn't already know that, and you know that was beneficial. And yeah, last things being said, I look forward to our Wednesdays where we're going to get some really great information, education about some incredible modalities that go beyond massage therapy. One in particular I'm super, super excited about, and I know if I ever were to go back to school, I would go back for this modality. So you're going to have to stay tuned for that. And if you ever have any questions, let me know. I'm going to be doing another video soon in the next weeks on vertigo, and I have a great solution for you. You're going to get a real kick out of this one, but unfortunately it affects many. So I'll be doing a video on that in the future. All right. And if you have any questions or anything you'd like to know about for stretches or things to do for your musculature, I have a feeling I can help you with that, except for giving you the massage, of course, because that might be a little difficult like this right now, you know? But anyhow, maybe I can recommend a massage therapist for you if you don't have one already and you're local. All right, thanks for being with me again. Just make a comment about if you've ever had a massage before, if who your massage therapist is, if you're comfortable with that, and also where are you from? All right, thanks. Let me know if you got any value. If you want, hashtag value, that'd be great. Thank you.